Okay, I think Gil, you are sitting among two operator-friendly company representatives, Yoram on one side and Mari on the other side. And you keep saying that it's going to take a while until we see a significant decrease in revenue for operators coming from developers and app stores and the like. Do you see any new business models? And we're talking about if it's going to be low cost or free or premium or rev share in terms of a new business model.
Do I start because I have the microphone? No?
Okay. No,
Okay.
no.
No.
That's You're operator friendly, so.
Okay, I'll answer your question, and I have to apologize that I have to leave after that. So, no, you're friendly, as I said. I think operators have a very good business model that we like, is that we charge for basically everything. It works well, this model, and we have proved that we can charge for content, which is actually a phenomenal idea. Content is worth, it has value, and we sell it, which is a very good concept. The free model is free, which is unfortunate to those creating it. So it's very hard to make money, as you know, on free models, and therefore I think that a lot of content generating companies are looking for a way at the end of the day to sell their content. It's what basically what all of us want to do. So I think that we should all go back to the basics of generating revenue from selling content, and less looking for all the more sophisticated models where you give it for free and hope to get some money later on down the road, because few do succeed in doing that, but the majority do not. And therefore, I would suggest that those of you that want to create content or applications would try to hook up with the general concept that the operators have, that we charge money for content and applications. This is a very good concept, and I strongly suggest that you join it.
Well, I think Ehud and Lina have other
Yeah, I think a little
business
bit
models.
differently. I think that the model and dealing with operators, they tell you many times people are used to pay on the mobile, so they will continue to pay on the mobile. Well, I think that these days are over. People are using to consume their content on the internet for free, using to use the services for free. They have developed different business model, and I think that when we get this availability of broadband on the mobiles that we have today, that's, I think, will change dramatically the concept. One example that I can give is Waze, that I'm sure that you are familiar with, which is a free navigation software. Who in the crowd have Waze installed in the phone and a user? So pretty nice crowd here. I think that represents about a third of the people here, and I think that also signifies, the importance of applications and services that goes directly to the consumer, and people see alternatives for basically costly services that, as you say, people are used to be charged. I think that these days are going to change very fast and are changing in different services. There are few business models, the usual ones. First, you create data, so this data is very valuable to other third-party companies. These are all kind of advertising models that are being developed. Freemium services that people know very well that works quite fun when you work on large scale. And premium services from initial payments for enterprises and corporations. So I think these models are being developed and will continue to develop as they would develop on the internet. I think that one thing that you are right, yes, in each category there will be only a few winners. And that's what we see also on the internet today, on the online, the PC world, that we see that there are only few winners. The ones who will win basically will win big time. And that's what we are looking for. That's it.
I tend to agree with Ehud that we will see more and more business models on the mobile side, which is similar with the web business model. So the good news, it will be much easier to create an application or a service. The bad news, it will be as difficult to monetize as it is on the web. So obviously, we also would like very much to see our companies charging for everything, but consumers, especially direct-to-consumer applications, people got used on the web to get a lot of information and content for free, and the business models will have to evolve to be either like freemium business models or monetizing actually additional value that is being created, as you mentioned, maybe data, etc. Ad-funded business models, which unfortunately ad funding on the mobile is still young, very young. It's growing very quickly. It's has very impressive growth, but it's still a sub-billion-dollar industry worldwide. It will be growing quickly, but it's still not very large. But as this industry is growing very quickly, mobile software is growing very, very quickly, there will be additional opportunities, again, depending where the creativity of the entrepreneurs is. It's not only in direct-to-consumer realm, it's also in tools, analytics, mobile enterprise. So this is really a huge new domain that is developing right now. And in addition to direct-to-consumer, there are many other creative ideas that we hear from entrepreneurs that come to us to provide testing for mobile software, monitoring for mobile software. If we have a multi-billion-dollar industry happening, it cannot happen without tools that support it. So as a VC that invests in this area for many years, where we see and we're sure to see more and more ideas that will be very interesting and growing. But in the direct-to-consumer realm, if we talk just about that part, I agree that it will be more and more similar to the web.
I would actually like to maybe help Gil a little bit here on this. We're operator friendly. Seriously, because I'm going to put two numbers in front of you, and I think you will see some contradiction. One number is, I think Rina mentioned the size of the mobile advertising. Anyone knows what's the projected total worldwide revenue for mobile advertising for year 2013? 3 years from now.
15 billion. 15 billion?
No, 13.4 million. I don't know, maybe we have different numbers, but the one I have from a Gartner report, 2013, $13.4 billion on mobile advertising worldwide. Okay, not just US, worldwide. That's one number. The second number is how many, what percentage of the users, of the phone subscribers worldwide are expected to be on freemium or free applications and services by the same year, 2013?
80%?
40%. Okay, now put the two numbers together. Even with such a phenomenal growth of mobile advertising of $13.4 billion in 3 years, I don't think the number is even close to cover the cost of 40% of the subscribers in the world. So the money cannot just come from mobile advertising. It has to come from something else. Either from subscribers paying, either from application developers paying for, or for enterprise. It will have to come from someone else. So that's, we believe, support to the operator model.